What's up, Cancer? This is going to be your love check-in for the second half of January. This is for my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It helps out the channel. If you're new here, I put these out every 2 weeks. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal readings. The info for that is in the description box of the video. There tends to be quite a long wait for a reading with me. So if you want to explore your options, I put links to my affiliates in the description box as well. Mystic Sense will give you your first 5-minute reading free, and Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 when you deposit $20. Check them out if you feel called to do so. And you can also follow me on TikTok or Instagram and put the links to those in the description box as well. Cancer, we will do the usual check-in, person on your mind. How do they feel about you? How do you feel about them? Projected potential outcome for the second half of January. Anyone that is new to my channel, I always say potential because on this channel, I incorporate the law of assumption, manifesting mindset into all my content. My readings are check-in points into one version of you, Cancer, your specific person, and the connection that you, Cancer, have selected, are selecting right now out of the infinite that are available. Creation is finished. All things exist at once. Everything on the outside is just a reflection of your present state of being, your state of consciousness. And if you would like to shift things, your desires are absolutely meant for you. You can have anything you want. It requires a shift in your state of focus, your state of being and your focus, and a reselection of the connection and the person. Circumstances do not matter, guys. Please check out my other content or other stuff online, and I teach as I go. Okay? All right, Cancer. So the person on Cancer's mind, how are they feeling about Cancer? We've got the Hanged Man, and we've got the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So they could be hanging back, Cancer. The Knight of Cups in the reverse could mean that a message of love. It's like one foot in, one foot out, wanting to come in with some kind of a gesture, but not doing so. I did see the Ace of Pentacles, so that could be about a rebirth and something more stable and committed. But let's just see what comes through. Okay, we've got the Fool card in the reverse, we've got the Nine of Cups, and then we've got the Empress card. Okay, when we've got the Nine of Wands in the reverse and the Devil card, Cancer, Seven of Pentacles. So Cancer, it seems to be that you've laid some groundwork with this person. In the recent past, in the very least, there's been this kind of hesitancy to really go for it. That's why I think maybe there's a bit of this hanging back. The Hanged Man I saw when I was channeling. There seems to be a lot of pleasure between you and this person, but as far as maybe in the recent past to really expand or grow, I mean, Empress is about that. Empress would be also about maybe children, you know, and actually like taking things further. There's been in the recent past an unreadiness or an unwillingness. For some of you, there's been some self-indulgent behavior. Nine of Cups can be pleasure for sure, but Fool card in the reverse is the shadow of the Fool, maybe a bit of recklessness or impulsiveness that could have caused Nine of Wands, a block between the two of you. The Knight of Cups in the reverse that I saw when I was shuffling can sometimes be some trust issues where, you know, it romance but doesn't feel very trustworthy, or the love is not feeling very trustworthy. And, you know, I can see that there's strong attraction between you and this person, Cancer, and definitely a groundwork. I mean, they're still invested in you, Cancer. The Devil card, though, is sometimes can be, you know, fears or limiting beliefs about the situation, or there could be temptations like Nine of Cups and the Fool in the reverse. Let me have a look. Temperance card in the reverse and the World. They do want to start a new cycle with you, Cancer. The Temperance card in the reverse is, again, something about patience and timing and unreadiness to take the leap. Now, guys, again, and I'm sorry to those who watch me regularly and it's repetitive, anyone that is new, we don't really mind so much about anything that has happened in the recent past or even this reading and what they're thinking and feeling. If you have a person that was, you know, it's been more pleasure and fun, there's been impatience about really going for it, and you want a commitment from this person as an example, and that's caused wounding between the two of you in the recent past, then if you want it, you've got it. We're going to go to your side of the street. They're going to change their thoughts and feelings as you select new version and project your dominant thoughts and assumptions differently about them and the situation. But your side's more relevant, but I'm just reading this, you know, for context. All right, so yeah, there's something about, it's not the Knight of Cups in the reverse that came out, but there's a King of Cups in the reverse. There's something about like maybe not trusting so much in the love. Maybe they assume that you don't trust the situation. Maybe that's mutual. Some of you are dealing with a situation where there's some like codependency outside of the situation with the Empress card and the Devil. So some of you, it's like there's been pleasure and fun, but there's been some ties outside of the connection, like maybe children are in the mix, and this has been more like fun and pleasure, and that's led to a bit of a wound, and impatience. Like if you're on the divine timing track, Cancer, where like someone said, I'm not ready because I have to deal with things, or I'm tied to someone else, well, it's very easily fixable. But Temperance card in the reverse, there could have been sort of this impatience with the situation, and Nine of Wands, there's a wound here. They want to get past the wound. The World card, some of you are separated by distance, and that can also be a factor. Okay, also circumstantial and doesn't really matter. The Moon card's in the reverse. So some of you, there's been, and then the Ten of Swords, there's been some kind of a pain or a bad cycle, or in some cases a stop, Ten of Swords, with a feeling of betrayal. So for a portion of you, it might be like this questioning the love. Is this more about fun and pleasure and temptation, not so much about seriousness, at least in the recent past, or there's that energy lingering between the two of you, because Ten of Swords can be like on the heavier side, a feeling of betrayal. Moon card in the reverse can be like things coming to light. Some of you might have felt like in this situation, Moon card, there was secrecy. Again, not relevant for those of you that want it, but I'll explain when I get to you. Judgment card, there's a wanting to have a resurrection. And the Judgment card's accountability, okay? Possible that this is a situation that does involve closing out unfinished business. And the Empress card in the near future means that and the Judgment card would mean potential to actually expand and grow. But obviously there's a bit of this lingering energy of a wound. So they want to get past that, and they want to, Cancer, have a fresh start with you, it seems. We've got Scorpio energy, Capricorn energy, Sagittarius energy, Taurus, Libra, Aquarius. I'm going to look at you, Cancer, because it's way more important, and I'll explain a bit more as I go. But we've got Six of Swords here, so they want to move things along in a better direction with you. Now, if you, Cancer, want this, we're going to just like only focus on what you want and just fuck it in a bucket, as I say in all my readings, and take out all the parts that we don't like. I'm also going to get some oracle cards maybe just to clarify what's gone on here and what they're coming in with. But we've got the Hierophant card, Cancer. How do you feel about them as we move into the second half of January? The Six of Swords is here as well. So you also want to maybe move into a smoother time. Again, a card about travel and distance. So that could be a factor. Page of Wands. Flirtation between you and this person. It also could be about taking things in a new direction, and you want to get past some sense of disconnect or loss with this person. If you're feeling left out in the cold, Cancer, by this person, like there's a block or a wall, some of you with that Ten of Swords, there's been a stop. Now, you manifest everything, Cancer, I'm sorry. So if this is the circumstances that are there, and like this person is partly wanting a resurrection and partly focused on something that's happened between the two of you that's caused a block, or there's been impatience and there's seemingly some obstacle that needs to be closed out, all you need to do is, because you manifested that, you need to only focus again on what you actually desire. So go and look at my other content about that. We also have Pisces energy there with the Moon card in the reverse. It could be that things have come to light between the two of you. Now there's a lot of this kind of feeling of restriction. The Moon card in the reverse, like, can this move forward? There's a sense of wanting it to, but yeah, there's some kind of Five of Cups, but you've got it in the reverse. You want to get past that, like maybe regrets and losses. Let's have a look. Lovers card in the reverse, Cancer, Eight of Pentacles. Six of Swords had to come out. I identified that when I was shuffling. There's Six of Swords here, so that's a mutual energy. You both kind of want to move forward and maybe move into a better time. Maybe both of you are trying to move on from something else. I mean, for some of you, small portion, this is something that involves secrets, and there's like a tie or ties to other energies. Like can be codependent partnerships, children, money, things like that. Because Seven of Pentacles is a lot of this like sitting and waiting to see how things play out. And that's been the energy maybe to date. Now, this person is half, and I saw Hanged Man as I was shuffling. Hanged Man is like hanging in there. Something might need to be released. 1 foot in or 1 foot towards you and 1 foot away from you. Again, not really important. Like, it's pretty simple to manifest your desired outcome. Okay, the cards are just, the cards are going to change when you change your focus. We have Lover's card here, so you feel a strong connection, but there's something challenging like you in the sense that you're questioning, is the love returned? Or in the recent past, it seems that there's been difficulty making a choice or a decision, or a feeling of not really being totally chosen. 8 of Pentacles is here. Maybe you want them to put some effort into this situation, or maybe there's an awareness that effort needs to be put in to move into a better direction. You both have 10 of Swords. This is why I do it this way, guys, just so you can see. The cards are perfect, but also they will change if you change your focus. So you both have some kind of a lingering energy of pain between the two of you. And then you've got Judgment card, but it's in the reverse with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. I saw the Ace of Pentacles when I was shuffling here. There's something around being able to commit. Commit or don't commit. You're questioning whether this could be something that is revivable. And Judgment card in the reverse. Cancer, if you feel like this person in some kind of a way, there's a feeling of bad endings, or there's pain between the two of you, you could be thinking that this person, you might want this person to be accountable, or you're questioning whether or not this can be revived. So if you want it, Cancer, you just don't need to even focus on any of that. You just need to focus on the desired outcome and select out of the infinite that are available now a version living in the end, the version of you and this person that have, that is the desirable version. And just start affirming for that, guys. It's actually really that simple. But let's look at the 6 of Swords. Yeah, you want to communicate with them, Cancer, and you want to get past some loss or regrets. Or maybe you're waiting on them to communicate, which you absolutely also can manifest, guys. It's very easy. That's why I'm saying the half-half energy is still coming from you, Cancer. So if you're like sitting here with 1 foot in the old story and 1 foot towards, I really want this person to communicate, maybe we can give this a second chance. I want them, I don't want them, they don't want me. You're just wavering between states. You can look at the last video that I did all about that and talked about it. So 8 of Wands, you could also do revision, guys, if there's like some old story or painful trigger connected to this. The oracles might tell us a bit more on like what that was, but again, you can choose to keep that as part of your story. You can just re-script everything. What's this 8 of Wands? Yeah, you're waiting on some communication, Cancer, and then there's an Ace of Cups. So you do partly, Cancer, you know, for those for whom this resonates, you want a new start with this person, and you're waiting on it. You might be waiting on communication, and there's maybe been a lot of waiting. For some of you, this is a person that it feels like it's taking a long time, or there's a sense of there has been a sense of unreadiness, or not timing being a factor. Fuck divine timing, guys. Everything exists right now. You have no idea how quickly you can manifest away circumstances and get your result once you just forget about divine timing. That's just a belief. It's being reflected. I don't even give a shit if it's the person said they're not ready, or you feel like there's all these blocks and obstacles. Some of you feel like there's a person that's tied to other people, and there's been, some bad ending because of like secrecy or whatever. Those of you that want it, you can absolutely say, I have it now, and I'll only focus on that. Not trying to change what happened, selecting version of situation that you prefer. They're going to show up and conform in a new version of reality and the connection. You want communication. You seem to have love for them. They're questioning, King of Cups. I mean, they could also question, has the love been withdrawn? There's also some fear here. Maybe there's some trust issues between the two of you. So Cancer, 8 of Wands, Ace of Cups. Perhaps, you're waiting on this communication. If you're manifesting that and focusing on that, guys, with intent and not wavering, they want to talk to me. No, they're not talking to me. They're not reaching out. Just say they're reaching out. They're reaching out any minute now. You know what I mean? Okay. All right, Cancer, that's Gemini energy. Seems to be a lot of duality. So maybe in the recent past, there's been, either a recklessness, not really choosing or making decisions, maybe some foolish behavior, maybe self-indulgence, maybe not, you know, maybe something involving some secrecy. All right, this reading also doesn't have to be for everyone. What's gone on here? Conflict. There's been a conflict, clashing, differences, okay? Maybe differences on the direction forward, finality, okay? Now, this also says divorce, guys. So for some of you, that's an issue that's playing into the mix, okay? So someone could be tied to someone else, and that's the unfinished business. Now, Cancer, again, if that's you and you've manifested a situation where someone at the time when you've come together, it seems like divine timing is at work and you have to wait for someone to divorce. Well, firstly, if you're in my camp of people that have been consciously manifesting, that can go away in a moment. And some of you, there is a divorce because there's a world card here, which would be a new cycle and something ending. Okay, but if you are wavering between that and things seem impossible and holding on to the past circumstances, it might delay your manifestation, which already exists, okay? Yeah, there's shame, okay? There's something here around shame, and the ending or whatever, the stop between the two of you might have something to do with feeling not very good about the recent past or some circumstances that might involve other energies or someone not being very acting foolish or acting selfishly, you know, causing an explosion of emotions, angry, but then wanting reconciliation, Cancer. They want reconciliation. Judgment card, second chance. That's revival, making it work, and very strong desire, attraction. And I did point that out with the Devil card. Okay, we do have witchcraft. Someone is hexing. There could be a third-party energy, like I did explain that. Now, don't take hexing literally. You do not need to go and get any spells lifted or whatever. For those of you that there's a situation with someone that's holding on tightly or codependency, just don't focus on third parties or anything that doesn't serve your script. You've scripted this and the characters in your show and you're the god of your reality, so you just only focus on the script and the version that you want with no blocks and limitations. Negativity also, so there could just also be this fear aspect, or has been a fear aspect in going for it and really like investing in the situation and growing and expanding the situation, like not feeling very ready. For some of you, that's it. You got in one version a situation, I'm not ready to commit, or I'm not ready for anything more than fun. If that's the case, guys, also, it doesn't fucking matter in every single given moment what anyone says. They're always going to be your projection. They are you pushed out. You are the god of your reality. So fuck it in a bucket. Let's see what they're coming forward with. And again, you can change this when you leave the reading. Oh yes, key on a ring. One night stand options, unconventional. So there's been something about shame around feeling like an option between the two of you. And the runner, fear of intimacy, running away. So some of you, this is also just indulgence, not being committed to the situation, trust issues, questions around being an option. The dragonfly, things coming to light and heal. For those of, and mask, pretending, putting up a front, or hiding true feelings, pretending and delude. That can also be King of Cups in the reverse, like questions around is the love returned, which maybe you both have. You just need to be concerned with what you assume about them, because the version of them that loves and adores you is there. Okay? If you're suspicious and questioning anything that collapsed that was shown from that place that had you connecting the dots and thinking you're not loved, well, you've also manifested that. Okay? Coffee cup. Meeting and talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, building friendships. We've got the wedding rings card. Union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion. Some of you, this could have been a friends with more. Some of you, this is a situation that was friends with more and there's wedding, there's marriage outside. Others of you, well, anyway, you seem to think, again, Cancer, it's more important what you want. You feel there's a soul connection. The part of you that feels that, this person also agrees, soul connection. And if you want the union and marriage, first of all, this person wants another chance. So focus on the version that you are in the knowing that this person wants exactly what you want, feels exactly the same as you. They seem to want to meet and talk build a friendship, and there seems to be, I said it's like a little mixed here, Cancer. Partly in, you know, they want to build on this. So if you're wavering in and out and holding on to the idea that they don't want you, or it's hard, or it's going to take time, well, that's just the reality that's going to be reflected. We have picture, looking at pictures, missing you, making new memories. And then we have soul connection, partnership, soul contract, life partner. And then we have abundance. Some of you, this is a situation that there are codependent ties and money issues and whatever, all circumstantial, doesn't matter. I'm just pointing that out, okay? And the mask pretending, that was the moon card as well, like a lot here around maybe hiding and trust issues. But we have Cupid's arrow, love is coming, surprise invitation. Some of you, if you're manifesting this communication and that's what you've been waiting for, you're going to get communication, because this says surprise invitation, meeting and talking, okay? Focus on that, guys, if that's what you're looking for. And if you're looking for the commitment, focus on that. You seem to just be questioning it, so you're giving mixed instructions. You're the rider. So, but even in this check-in, this person feels a soul connection. There's things that supposedly need to heal, like that in a bucket. Just focus on the version of you. There's nothing to heal. Everything is perfect right now, guys. That's really all I have to say about it. I hope that it resonated for you guys and was helpful. And for some of you, I intend, and don't make it your reading if it's not your reading, guys, okay? And I'm sending you guys so much love, and I'll check in with you in 2 weeks' time.